Hello viewers, Pin4 here, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time we fought the imprisoned for a second time, and we opened the Gate of Time. And we went through. And then I cut things off as soon as we got through. So now, we're going to see what's actually here. Impa!
Hey!
At last, I have been expecting you, Axel. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess, Hylia, has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the Gate of Time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Alright. You've come so far, Axel. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess, Hylia, succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. Holy shit. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Axel? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Axel, the goddess created Fi and the Great Blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monster form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back to his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Axel. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from... I cannot take Link's face seriously right now, I'm sorry. How wide the eyes are, like, oh my god. Damn it, Link, why are you doing this? You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your... God damn it. Why are his eyes that wide? I mean, come on. Isn't this ridiculous? I cannot take this seriously right now. God, you're ruining yourself. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind. You can claim the Triforce. Oh my god, what? We can get the Triforce! Oh my god! Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells a sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Axel. Draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form! The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Axel may wield it. Axel, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can attain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess, Hylia, needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Axel. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I mean, it worked. And now you're walking away. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Axel. But you have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. No. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Axel, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I am highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. I forgot to tell her that Groose said what's up. Shit. Sorry, Groose. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Go now, and fulfill your destiny. Gotcha. Before we do that, can I dig here? No. That's not for us to dig into, if anybody was curious about hearts. I saw the stool. We're looting the past of rupees now, guys. Okay. Let me recover my hearts real quick. There we go. And before we go back, can I open this door at all? Can you like go outside? No, doesn't look like it. Just making sure. You never know. There was that treasure chest I opened in the future. Can I get a second one of those things? No? Okay. I already forget what was even in that. Anyway, back to the future we go. So you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a deep sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Axel, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Axel. Find the Triforce.
Whoa, whoa there, hold up. Axel, there's something I gotta tell you.
I looted those in the past.
So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her?
Actually...
That's terrible. It's gotta be so hard for the poor girl.
All I said was the word actually. I mean, I think you're overreacting a bit.
But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Axel, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Oh, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say.
I'm not saying it's weird.
Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little, too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So, yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Axel.
Alright. I forgot to tell her you said what's up. Okay, so we need to go back to Skyloft. But we have other things we can do before we quite head back to Skyloft. And I'm sure you guys probably know what that is. To some extent, anyway. So let's say first, I went out the wrong door. I went out the wrong door, hold on. First, let me go check with Gorko again, and let's see if we can do another of those goddess wall things. So that'll be nice to find out. Because, I mean, we technically left. We went back in time. I'm pretty sure time travel qualifies, right? No? No, still not yet?
Huh? Is there something different about your sword, or is it just me? Either way, bud, you have got to get rid of those bad guys down there. You know, bud, even at a time like this, I never stop thinking about my research. Over time, the power of the goddess walls is restored. When that happens, I would like your help with my research again. Okay, so not a thing. Alright, let's see just how strong the true Master Sword is then, shall we? 2 hits for these guys now. Awesome. Aha! What do you got? You guys got nothing! Yeah! 1 spin attack and you're dead. Oh, man. I could have sworn one of them was blocking towards me, too. Which means did I just, like, cut through their sword? Yeah. Alright, anyway. What I'm going to do first, go back to the sky. Let's see. You know what? No, we can save side questy stuff for later. We'll just go back to Skyloft like we were told to. We'll save the side questy stuff for next episode. Let's not ruin the flow of things. I mean, granted, if you look at the map, you can see all 3 of the chests that we need to get. But we're going to be going back in there a bit soon anyway, so let's just go back to Skyloft for now. Let's figure out where we got to go here. Because the most obvious place I could think of is the place we got the sword in the first place. Probably. So... Because, I mean, that is basically a temple up there. Right? Technically. I'm trying to get a look at it from over here real quick. I don't know, probably it's got to be something to do with that.
That's what makes sense to me. So, I don't know, should we go try talking to the owl and see if he knows anything? I don't think he will, but he might. So, always good to explore your options and stuff. Because we are told to go back to Skyloft. Not just the sky, but Skyloft. So, let's check up here, see if we can't find anything out. No. Alright, not what we're here for. Yeah, let's go talk to the owl. I'm sorry, the owl! And see if he knows anything, because he helped us with the Ballad of the Goddess, and wasn't it mentioned again at some point with the Triforce, I think? It was mentioned sometime when we were down in the past, I think. Or no, that would have been before I went to the past, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because the old lady and stuff. So let's go in here. And his room is across the way here. Headmaster Owl. Headmaster Owl? Are you in here? Yes! Excellent. Hey.
Hello, Axel. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me.
Okay, she went back and...
You want to tell me, but you can't? I understand. I'm sure you have good reason for keeping quiet. Axel, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have had this destiny thrust upon you without warning, or choice for that matter, but I wish to help you as best I can. I'm getting older, and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can.
Okay.
If you have any question at all about Skyloft or its history, I'll be glad to tell you all that I know.
Actually...
What do I know of the Triforce? Axel, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Axel, it shames me to say, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject.
Well, do you know who I can talk to?
Do I know anyone else who might know more about the Triforce? Within Skyloft? No, I doubt anyone else in town would know much about a subject as ancient and archaic as that.
Shit,
Axel, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levias, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levias has served as the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him.
Where is he?
Yes, I fear that might be your next question. About that. I imagine in your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies.
Yeah, I've been in there like 5 times now.
Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that Levias is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Owlin to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there is any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Owlin can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed?
Alright, sounds good. Which one was Alan again? Because we got 2 other instructors that have very similar hair. Okay, he's right here. Good. Because there's like the other guy with the brown hair. I forget his name. Ah, Axel, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levias. Ah, so you've been talking to the headmaster, I take it. If I'm correct, Levias is the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levias that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levias, but last time I approached him, he came rushing at me, and his eyes, they were full of malice. People change, or old wizened creatures change, rather. Perhaps it's more that he is possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levias? That's impossible. I don't think Levias is capable of listening. Not in his current state, no. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, it will likely end with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. Trust me, my Loftwing is really good at catching me. What? You're still planning on going? I see. It's because you need to find Zelda. Yes, that is surely what the reasoning is. Uh-huh. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I could say would talk you out of it. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me. Okay. We're running a bit short on time here, dude. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Levias is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has held a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, Axel, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levias of the blight that has hold of him. The technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press A. However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This is a technique that only Senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. First, dive off this platform and call your bird. Well, I guess we will get to that in the next episode.
Hey!
Axel, where are you headed? Dive off this platform and call your Loftwing. Okay, fine, we're doing it now. God. Impatient dick. Okay. I see how it is. Fuck you, Alan. Alan! Listen up, Axel. I taught your Loftwing to perform a spiral charge when you press A. So, like I said, I hit all of these targets within a certain amount of time. Press A to spiral charge and break the 10 targets placed around the floating boulders up ahead. If you can destroy 10 targets in under 120 seconds, I'll recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Alright, off you go. Well, let's go ahead and get the ones that are closest to us, be the best way to do it. Whoops. I am not a skilled bird rider, I apologize. Okay, that's bad. Alright, we gotta go back for that other one. We have to go back for it. We had to go back for it. Okay, so. There we go. Should have gone for that one. I should have gone for that bird. Or Loftwing. Whatever. Giant birds! Ugh! Okay. Alright, I don't think we're doing too bad. Just gotta... Ooh. There we go. No, go up, up. Oh shit, no, not that far up. Fucking Loftwing. There we go, 5 more, and we are at exactly half of the remaining time. Fun, 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 fun. Okay, you... There's not one inside of that thing, that would suck. Oh. Okay, 2 more. See them. Woo! Okay, one more. We got this. Where is he? There he is. Wait. Oh, there are extra. Okay, cool. Let's see how many we can get. Or not. Never mind. We can only get a certain amount. Or only get 10. Okay. Oh, you managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I knew you could do it, Axel, and what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as a qualified bird rider. The next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding Levias. Maybe the owner of the lumpy pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering of his pumpkin soup for Levias. Go to the lumpy pumpkin and ask him what he knows. Okay, we will do just that in the next fucking episode, Alan. Okay. So next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we'll be heading to the Lumpy Pumpkin. Gonna find out what the owner knows. Something tells me he's going to have us give an offering of pumpkin soup, because that seems to be what was heavily implied right there. Till then, this has been PNK94. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and start subscribing, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next episode.